Welcome. Over 100 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to talk about resolutions tonight. I have a few notes on the Chromebook right under the camera, so I may glance down and read them once in a while. But I wanted to thank you all for being here. I know it's like what is today, the 18th of January, and I'm just getting a video up on resolutions. That's all right. You've probably forgotten what you said anyway, or you've already broken them. And that's what I want to talk about. Why do we make, well, maybe not why we make resolutions, but some of the errors we make in making resolutions. Let me get this over here a little closer where I can see it. Okay, some of the errors we do are making our goal or resolution an all or nothing. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It can be somewhere in between. Then jumping into an extreme dietary regimen your body wasn't prepared for. So be sure to ease yourself into it. I mean, if you go, there's something that some people call the keto flu, where if you go no carbs all of a sudden, and you haven't learned that you need to add electrolytes, and you haven't learned what insulin does and all that, then you will get flu-like symptoms. You don't have the flu, it's just your body reacting to the loss of electrolytes. So don't go and decide you're going to lose 100 pounds. Well, not 100 pounds. Hopefully nobody on here has to lose 100 pounds. But if you do, take it in, how to eat the elephant, bite at a time. Not that you're an elephant. That's just a saying, how to eat the elephant. Maybe I should go to the next one. Anyway, be sure to ease yourself in. And I'm about to come up working it for Friday's video, kind of a challenge that I'm going to do myself. And it will seem like it's cold turkey, but it's not the first time I've done it, so it's not really going to be cold turkey. But if going low carb is part of your plan for 2022, then don't cut them all out at once, because then you'll crave them. And as I get further videos done, I'll kind of help you along that process. But if you're eating 300 carbs a day now, maybe next week eat 200 carbs a day. The next week eat 100 carbs until you get down to like the 30, 50, 100, whatever you're going to use. And then your body will get used to having fewer and fewer carbs. And then a third mistake we make in making resolutions is to think that our health has a start or an end date. You don't have to start on January 1st. That's one reason I'm doing the video on the 18th. Unless you've really done well, maybe you've gone whole hog on something that you said on January 1st. Let's just all start over and kind of start now or the 20th or whenever you get ready. And then I'm going to, here's a lot of this I'm getting from a friend of mine. His name on most of the social media, excuse me, I feel like I have to belch. I think I'm going to hold it in, is Ryan Mitchell Brown. We met in Dr. Saladino's animal-based group, and we've been texting back and forth or direct messaging or whatever it is, we haven't actually talked yet. But anyway, you can go to his Instagram or his Facebook or YouTube. I think they've all been changed to Ryan Mitchell Brown, like most of mine have been changed, or all of mine have been changed to CP59Fit, whether that's 59 in numbers, like on Instagram, and a Facebook page, or 59 spelled out, which is a personal account on Facebook. So you can find me in any of those places. And my name's Chip, by the way. But Ryan also went on to say in his post, and I asked him if I could use it, says you don't need to start some crazy diet in 2022. Instead, focus on eating real food. So basically getting rid of processed food. If it had to be manufactured, you're probably best not eating it. Eating more red meat, getting enough protein. And you ask, what is enough? Well, I have to tell you specifically for your sex and height. Generally, it's going to be approximately 13 to 18 ounces of what we would call protein-containing food. protein has a certain amount, or an ounce of steak, eggs, chicken, whatever, has a percentage that's actually protein. So if you take 1 ounce of a protein, preferably a meat protein, then you can count it as 1 ounce of protein containing food. And here, depending on what your goal is, and that's going to be another video, because there are many reasons somebody could get into a low carb, healthy fat way of eating. The majority, or many of the people that choose this way, are to lose weight. Others use it to lose weight so that they cannot have to inject insulin, i.e. reverse type 2 diabetes. And we could keep digging down on the why, you know. Why do you want to lose weight? Because I have diabetes. Why do you have diabetes? Because I need to cut down the sugar. Because I ate too much, you know. So keep peeling that onion as to why, and then I'm going to talk about that a little more in a later video. But let's get back, and as Ryan says, get enough protein. Doesn't say massive amounts. But I try to keep my carbs very low. Of course, I'm just coming back off of a trip where they were much higher than I had hoped for. And prioritizing your healthy fat. So what would I consider a healthy fat? Butter, lard, tallow, ghee. And if you absolutely have to buy a store-bought thing, you could try olive oil, but don't cook in olive oil. It oxidizes way too much at too low of a heat. And canola oil, and the reason I pick canola oil, and a lot of people say pour it down the drain, because if you're going to fry something, canola oil and store-bought grease, or seed oils as they should be called, no, they're really not vegetables. And I did learn something from my Virta health coach the other day. I had a call with one Saturday, and I have another one Thursday, which will be tomorrow, because this is coming up on Wednesday. Shoot, what did I say? Oh, it just went out the window. I mean, out my head. It'll come back in a minute. But I was talking, oh, I know what it was. It's that corn is not a vegetable, it's actually a grain. So to call corn oil vegetable oil, it's always a fallacy, because I don't even know if it's really made of corn, but they're all called seed oils is the evil name for them, and you want to cut them out. But if you are going to use a seed oil to fry something, canola oil is the best because it has the lowest percentage of polyunsaturated fats of any oil you can buy in the store to fry with. I'm not a fan of heating up olive oil. If you want to put it on a salad, you want to mix it with butter, that's okay, but a lot of olive oil is adulterated, which means it's also could be rancid, a lot of those, and that's the reason they put those oils in bottles and they make them oily, is because they go rancid so fast. So you don't want to use any of the store-bought oils if you can help it. So prioritize the healthy fats, try spending more time with loved ones, go outside more, get better sleep, and reduce your stress. So set some SMART goals, which are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. And I could break down this more and more with some of the psychological training I've been going through in the past 6 months. And I even bought a vision board course from Terry Savelle Foy. $8 for a whole vision board thing. It's about 6 lessons. I haven't gotten through them all. But I do have the concept of my vision board, and it's my big three that Dr. Hardy, the occupational psychologist, talks about. So what are my big three for this year? 1,000 subscribers. So there should be a little button down in that corner, a little red, white, and blue dot that you can click on if you want to subscribe to this channel. Even if you don't want to subscribe and you are signed into YouTube, you can leave a comment down below, or you can hit the like or dislike button. Mainly the YouTube algorithm gets happy when you interact. So comment, like, love. Well, you can't love, just like or dislike. Apparently both of those are the same in the algorithm in comments. And Commenting gives me an opportunity to get to know you and also respond back. Oh, so anyway, back to realistic, SMART goals. I was going to talk about psychology. I kind of lost my train of thought there. I'll go into that more, maybe in another thing, but definitely to have a good resolution, it has to have a specific goal. I want to lose weight in 2022 is not a specific goal. I'm going to be at 150 pounds on December 31st is a measurable, specific date, deadline type of resolution that you might stick to. Oh, but I know what I was actually going through. I was going through my big three. So 1,000 subscribers, and I plan to be at my ideal weight, which I consider my ideal weight to be in the normal range on the BMI scale, which for my height and age would be 185 pounds, and that's been my goal for several years. But after all the month of eating carbs, I know that it should be easy to do it right now. And then the third one is to launch my location-independent lifestyle, which is probably going to launch February 25th when I head up to Branson. And if any of y'all want to join me in Branson, let me know. I've got a 2-bedroom condo, and a couple of the weeks for room number 2 are already booked. I've been promoting it in a Facebook group that many of the people on here are already a part of. But anyway, if you're in the area and you want to talk about food for a week in Branson, let me know and we can probably work out the details. So anyway, don't get stressed if you've already destroyed your resolutions for this year. They probably weren't real good anyway, because most of them aren't, and I'd say that 90% of the people fail within the first week. I've already noticed a decline at the gym that the newbies, every year, January, February, the gym gets full of very out of shape people because they all signed up on January 1st because health starts on the 1st is what they think. It doesn't. They can come back anytime. I'm sure they signed up for a multi-month package and are probably paying all kinds of money with no real hope of getting better because they don't know what they're doing. That's why they end up in the hot tub, the steam room, the sauna. Same story I had for many years. Now I know that I can go to the gym and just relax because I'm losing my weight by what I eat. Medicine, or food is medicine, and I'm going to continue talking about that as this year goes on. There should be another video right here that you can watch and continue this lesson. Thanks, bye-bye.